Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Ctrl Alt Ego, where today I'm going to try not to get so sidetracked. I get distracted very easily by just wanting to explore all of every environment, but we are here to do a particular thing, and mayhap a little bit of focus. So we need to find the backup version of Dr. Everyman in the Ego repository, which is somewhere. Okay, if your bug is trapped inside a DAD, reprinting, incurs a release fee. Got it. Right, Ego repository. Do we have any sense of... Yes. Yes, we have a sense of. What is this? I guess this is the little projector that your vision is projected out of when you're inside that thing. I mean, it's cool to actually put one of those down. Oh, the DAD's still in there. Okay. There's a matey boy, but it's not close. I'm not going to bother with it. Alright. Was the Ego repository the floor with the... Yes, it totally was, right? The floor with the hostile bugs. There's one of them. I don't see the other. We have kind of a lot of juice and a fair amount of health. So maybe we could just... I'm just going to go out here and we're going to try our old school combat tactics. Alright, just dump one of them immediately. That's a strat. I just need a hug! Like, don't we all? There we go. Problem solved, I think. There is another bug, but it's on the floor above and probably can't reach us. Okay, yeah, I think for the moment, problem solved. I tried playing nice. You know? How did I manage to do this? Okay. Technician's note. I found a disc labeled Dev and stuck it into a cat to find out what it was. The cat immediately started ranting at me in one of the old languages. Bizarre. Then it went absolutely nuts. Started draining shed loads of power from the repo, lights flashing, smoke coming out of the back. I pulled the plug before things could get out of hand. Given the cat seemed to be coming to life, I can only conclude that there must be some kind of auto-run Ego backup on the disk. No idea why someone would make a hard copy of an Ego, but there it is. I'm taking the dev disk to HCS in person to isolate and schedule it for archival. Seems too dangerous to leave lying around. HCS, do we know what HCS stands for?
Oh, I see now.
Heavenly Cloud Storage, okay.
Where this version of me began. The version of me talking to you at this precise moment, I mean. It looks like the backup disk with my last Ego version on it was inserted into this cat, but then ejected before the Ego restoration process could fully complete. So the interpolator only managed a partial reconstitution of my consciousness. Well, not a bad result, all things considered. I actually quite like this version of me. Bit cliché English professor, perhaps, but apart from that, I mean. Before you got here, I was just reading the technician's notes on those iPads that have been conveniently left lying there. Dev, short for Dr. Everyman, I'd say, knowing Pam. It certainly seems to refer to the disk we're looking for anyway. And HCS, that must be Heavenly Cloud Storage, a third-party extension located here at the cloud. You'll need to go outside to reach it.
Okay. Well, at least we, know how to do that. We're pretty comfortable doing that. Pretty sure something still isn't right. Ever since I inserted the dev disk into that first cat, several of the other cats have started behaving strangely. I'm reformatting those affected. Given I've rolled back and reforked the first cat, it shouldn't be possible for it to interact with external systems. Yet, somehow it seems to be doing precisely that. I don't think it's anything more serious than just a bunch of cats talking to each other, but the team is justifiably concerned. No, when a machine is doing something that it cannot be doing, it's fair to treat that as serious. That's something you should take some concern with. All right, so this it's funny that this iPad doesn't give us any information that the other iPad didn't. It's like, I don't know. There's a lot of text in this game that doesn't have a lot of utility and is maybe not interesting enough to exist if it's not giving you some utility. Can I just take I cannot just drink the juice with this body. I guess the juice would be trapped in there anyway, because a lot of things transfer, but not everything, for whatever reason. Alright, so that is armed. Is the hell link down again? I get why we've severed the EgoNet connection, but it makes no sense to block taxi access too. Okay, apparently, perhaps we will be going to hell at some point. I think that's everything of value in this area. Let's try to figure out Heavenly Cloud Storage. Have we been down to the engine room? I don't think so, right? Let's see what this is like. Well, it is somewhat secured. It looks like that mum is the only thing here, though? No, sorry, there are multiple mums. Not terribly expensive to take over, though. I'm gonna grab the dad. Okay, is the other one gonna... Nope. No longer bothered. Doesn't seem like a problem anymore. So we have a disassembled save point here. What happens if I jump into a lifesaver that's not actually connected to... Oh, okay, it still works. Weird. Oh, I'm upside down in this thing, though. I guess that makes sense. Okay, large amount of juice. Where is the sensor? Ah, it's on this side. And it's such a pain in the ass to maneuver this body around. Okay, so yeah. The engine room, shockingly, full of ego engines. Is there a way to get the dog out of this enclosure? This one doesn't seem to have a hole in the fence. What is that? Huh. There's something hovering down there. It's moving. Well, we may want to go check that out. We can pop this one as well. We are going to have so much ego. I guess maybe it will be feasible to just take over all of the dads outside. I'll tell you what, if I could get away with doing that, it would actually be my preferred solution. How do we... I guess the answer is I just take over the mum. I am definitely a little worried about the cost of doing so. Like, is it going to be ego positive even to do that? Okay. Alright, that was definitely ego positive. We just gotta, find some juice now. Okay. I don't think there's any more in here. We're going to have to go to a different floor. So yeah, we get the dog in there. The question is how do we get the dog out of this one? We can't serialize things through the fence. Obviously, we could get all this ego. On the limitations of human intelligence. When an ego dump is restored from backup, it may recall experience from any of its previous incarnations, merge different branches of its previous experience, form new memories, or do all of the above in parallel and in real time. The thinking power of an ego that has been branched and restored multiple times is therefore not readily conceivable to our comparatively limited minds. I mean, you're missing a really important step there where you define thinking power as you are using it here, but... Alright, where am I going to get... Yeah, let's go up to the viewing gallery. This is an area we haven't spent any time in, really. Because I was afraid of it. Okay, well, maybe we can just safely... I thought there were mums up here. Weren't there mums up here? So way outside, up there's a mum for sure. Where is... There it is. Oh, you're just totally offline. Oh, no, sorry, your sensor's offline. You seem uninterested. Ah, and this is where we would log in, except we don't have a password. At least that's what the game tells us. Okay, I just don't... Here's the thing about the lore of this game. It's not actually interesting. They really want it to be. They really want you to want to read all this text, but anything that's not like game critical, I'm sort of done with. No godnet access. I've dealt with the Everyman's virus. User accounts have been disabled except mine. Do not think for a second this poor practice has gone unnoticed. Madam Nady. That's okay. That's not what I wanted. There we go. It takes such a long time after you start holding the button for your, Okay, well that's poor sportsmanship. For the bug's body to be recognized by ego mode. Ugh, I hate trying to get through this wall. It takes so much more holding forward than you would think, and you're completely unable to see the whole time. I don't know who told them that Sumeri effect was cool, but that person lied to them. You've been misled. Alright. It's a bio container. I'm moving toward it in theory. Is it really just a... Yeah, just a normal bio container. I am not allowed to wander off into the nothingness, I'm being told. So is this the Heavenly Cloud support, maybe? This area that's completely disconnected? That way to the Earth. I'm not trying to wander off into nothingness. Okay, that's just a dad platform. Or a dad form, if you will. Unarmed. Okay. This is Lady Boss is, in theory, not that difficult to take over. But, like, also, is there a reason to? I do kind of want to grab this matey boy, just in case. If combat pops off in here, I want this thing not healing the enemies. Do I have... How much mem do I have on me? Just one right now? I guess slowing enemy response times is still valuable. And it doesn't really seem like there's anything else to do in here. Okay. Nope, this is... That's an actual wall on that side. Even though this side doesn't look any different, and you can... I mean, it looks a little different, I guess. I don't know. This is an unimportant nothing, I guess. So where do I need to be? Ah! Okay. I tried to ram that bug, and the god itself ran into me. Okay, so... Yeah, the god will kill you. We'd been very close to gods before, and that had not happened. So I'm a little surprised by that. I would love to jump to a printer. Yeah. Get back in my body here. This matey boy's all out, right? Yeah. Okay, so... Do we have any idea, like, actually where the thing that we want is? Heavenly Cloud Storage, you gotta go outside to get there. And I guess you're just gonna get murked sometimes trying to do that. Okay, so we've seen one thing where we had to go outside to get to it. Try to stay low here to avoid attention from Dad. And also from God. Just crashing into the thing at random. Okay, this we've been inside. This we don't have to worry about. Ah, that's that bug trap that we saw earlier. That's a thing that's wholly disconnected. Ah. Well, I'm not allowed to see anything anywhere, which is really annoying. This is just a hard door. A hard wall.
No problem.
Something is directly outside here, and it saw me as we were entering. This thing where they have a bunch of fake barriers and also a bunch of real barriers that are extremely hard to tell apart, and also both of them completely block you from being able to see it all, really sucks. This is not fun design. So, okay, there is a dad up there. There are two dads up there. Is there another entrance? Or do I need to somehow disable the door? Pamela, we did sort of inadvertently find the thing we need. But I don't know how to get in. Like, we can just take over something inside and we can hope to find a printer in there? Hi, yeah, no, I know. I'm working on it. So that's an elevator. Is there like a... hold on a second now. Here's the problem. I'm not going to fit in there. So we take over the dog and we get it out here, except we can't do that because the dog's in the cage. Yeah, how am I going to... There's a bug door out here. I mean, that's certainly indicative of the idea. Oh, I could just turn off the firewall. Problem solved. There we go. The answer is almost always just look around a little bit more. Is this not physically openable? Hold on. If I reinstate the firewall... No, okay. It's not like an airlocking type deal. So, I mean, there's clearly space underneath the platform, but I don't even think a dog could fit in that. Well, let's leave this disabled. There's not like a vent I could get into, or how would I get through here? I can just take over the mum. Have the mum free the pup. I guess that's the move. It's very expensive, but... yeah, we don't have to worry about that. During the current high security situation, I'm taking over all consciousness control stream responsibilities personally. I therefore rescinded all godnet access except my own. Yeah, okay. 600 different ways to find that this is the username, including one that is essentially pasted directly to the what do you call it? The console that you need to use the username on. Okay, so this could be moved. Cloud access and data archives. I mean... Small amount of ego up here. The Everyman Ego, archived here following the detection of unusual network activity in the cat network, was once considered the finest ego instance of its time. Today, the Everyman Ego presents a complex cycle of elusive self-persecution and is thought to be shattered beyond repair. Well, that's judgmental. And that's it. This room has no use. Okay. And there is no data archive 2 floor? Yeah, alright, weird. Anyway. Oh, I bet that access is only available when the elevator's up. That's the point of this. Can I please? Boy, I'm trying to click when the storage of sensor is the active thing. Cool, great. Definitely what I was trying to do. There we go. Cool, great. I'm overjoyed about this.
Inside your mind. Well, now, let me just take stock of the situation. Yes, unlikely as it seems, pretty much everything has gone according to plan. The only issue is we're a little on the tardy side. I mean, the goal was to come back and save humanity, or human consciousness. But I can see from my internal clock that more than 62,000 years have passed since my accident. However, we're here now, and so long as we exist, human consciousness that exists. What we need to do is take over the consciousness control stream. So how about you see if you can gain access to a god, while I calculate the next step.
It turns out dads have a beam of infinite range, which I was kind of counting on being able to outrange them with the rocket jump, but no such luck. Okay. All right. We are now to take control of a god, huh? No big deal? All right. We have a godnet username. But how are we going to turn that into anything at all? I feel like given the fact that I've seen the username like 3 or 4 times, you would think if there was a password around, we would have blundered into it by now. We haven't gone through here. Thank you, Pipebot. I appreciate you just returning the ego I spent. Is this the room with the bugs? Oh, let me go into the thing that was highlighted when I clicked. Well, I'll tell you what, we're definitely taking over this matey boy. Okay, unarmed, so I'm not too stressed about it. That one is armed, and we probably ought to... Yeah. Let's fix that. Really, there's not a mum there, but there is a matey boy, and I sure would like to be able to jump to it. The thing where you can access everything through 10,000 walls, I think I get what they were, trying to do, but it's usually more of a hindrance than a help. Even with the filters. So there's this camera here that is like very, very expensive to deal with. We could get a dad. We could just dad the camera though. when the sensor returns, it will have our dad on it. I don't know why it took that long. The trip is not nearly that length. We've taken the trip ourselves. Sure, whatever. Be a little cautious here. What the fuck? There we go. There we go. That's not too big a deal. There's a nasty bug, but it's outside. If we can lure it inside, we can kill it in this hallway very easily. I didn't, for some reason, didn't think he'd be able to see up here. I mean, I think we probably just fix it with ramming, right? It's interesting that it hasn't been able to tell that we are here, though.
Bothered.
22. Ugh.
I'm not me.
Alright. Whatever, it was worth it. Never mind, we'd already jumped into that. We already had the ego. So we have reason to believe that there's a bug in the quiet room. There could be active bugs in these bug boxes. I still kind of want to look because that's how valuable juice is at this point. It's worth taking some risks to potentially secure additional juice. Huh. While not control, asleep. Okay, we've seen a couple of extra bug bodies. I don't really know what they're for. This does not look like it's going to be a very useful room. 7, we don't need to put up with that. Not when we have a dad around to quote-unquote solve our problems. A little bit further, just a tiny little bit. Is that Heaven Mom gonna come and investigate? It's hard to tell. It's doing something. I think the answer is no. I think we can just ignore her. Network username. Yeah, that we knew. The music in this room is way loud. Shut up and calculate. Yep, okay. Y'all ever heard of this band, The Beatles? Okay. Protagonist, Dr. Everyman, narrative option, persecution complex. Bugs demonstrate complex behavior, approach pre-extinction human level of consciousness. That's, not going to be useful to interact with, even if we could, I'm sure. There is another computer on the mum side that she's not even paying attention, whatever. Okay, nothing. It's just a little bit of ego for tapping the keys. Alright, well, this room was valueless. Cool. Let's just get the hell out of here. I fully took my headphones off there because this game's sound design is fucking garbage. Go have a look this way, I suppose. Oh, I missed. Okay, I kind of got it eventually. Okay. Whew. And as ever, the mum taken some time to spin up. I mean, obviously, we put a lot of effort into making that the case. Okay, what else is going on around here? We got ourselves a printer, which is always good. Get it? Cat pictures. Because the internet. Okay, while maximum security measures are in place, all network passwords must henceforth be at most 4 characters long. Okay. So we've got 2 pieces of password info from which we cobbled together a password, I guess. I mean, I assume the game did that. How to get old quick. Live. The answer is just live. I mean, that's just a gravity gate. I don't actually care to go outside, so I think we're good. Alright, well, let's go log into the godnet then, shall we? Right, we're good? Yeah. Okay, sign into godnet. I guess a gravity gate is, in fact, well, whatever. We'll just use the one at port 80. Or, no, what am I doing? I don't need the one in that, I don't need the one inside the quiet room, but this is a port. There's a thing right here. Okay. The bit that's connected to the god. Yeah. A lot of dads around here. A lot of angry dads. Yeah, this is the right thing. Okay. That's right. I could have gotten here through the elevator. Whatever. It's all good. Okay, I can now control hosts on this network. Huzzah! Strange way for a thing to work.
Nice view.
I guess. This view is full of enemies that hate me, so it's hard for me to really think of it that way. Alright, well, I'm gonna go get my dad. I guess. Am I allowed into the shaft when the thing's not here? No. It's weird, there's like a couple layers of breakage there. Like I can press toward the glass a certain amount and then we stop and then we press forward again another like 2 inches and then we stop again. But it's probably because of the awkwardness of the bug body, which they are simulating with as much fidelity as they can at all times. Okay, back down to the exhibition center so that we can go grab our dad out of port 443, put him in here, and then use the dad to much more cheaply deal with that mum. There, easy. While we're here, let's top off. The dad hasn't taken any damage, right? A little bit. Cool. Yep, definitely what I wanted. Okay, sometimes it needs a little bit of a push to get over like little bumps. Okay. The front is this side, right? Nope. Wrong guess. It was one of the ones with the dad printing station. Get out. Alright, that ought to be sufficient, I think. Gotta love a friendly dad. Okay. Not the most helpful.
Well done. This is exactly what we're looking for. By my calculations, we can compromise the integrity of the consciousness control stream by bugging it. By feeding bugs into it, literally. For the avoidance of doubt, I'm talking about the consciousness control stream interface in the middle of God. I'm suggesting you try feeding bugs directly into it. Not your main bug, I hasten to add. We'll need that one for later.
Yeah, no, that seems important.
New bugs to feed in.
Well, okay, we have in fact done that. Do they need to be awake? Can I just throw this thing in there? How does it work? Maybe it does have to be awake. Okay, there we go. Very careful not to step in there myself. Okay, how many are we gonna need, I wonder? Does it say on the thing? 2 more. Okay, well, we know where 1 is. And I have some thoughts. We definitely know where more than 1 is. Because there is a bug box outside that is very accessible. I'm going to have to take over a couple of dads to get to it, but I don't think... Have we seen another one? We'll figure it out in a minute. Every system in this game feels just like a little bit too clumsy. But to be fair, that is 100% faithful to the vibe of an immersive sim. Okay, no, you can't just drop them in there. You do actually have to control them in. And maybe hold on to them the whole time they're in so they don't slide out? Yeah, weird. Okay, one more. Have I seen any other bug 25? Hold on, let me jump down to the printer here. Oh, right. Right. Did we devise a way to get out of this cage? No, but it might be there's a gap in the floor or something. If we get rid of some of the crates. All right, well, let's go back to port 25 then. Bug 22. Right there. Nothing. You don't see anything. All right, I'm trying to... It's mostly just trying to lose that god. Or that dad. Okay, this was the right direction. I was not 100% sure I had oriented myself correctly. Okay, so let's look from the outside for gaps in the fence. Don't really see anything. Oh, there's a button. Okay, how am I going to access that button? Can I control these crates? Ah, yes, I can shift the crates through the fence. That's how. Okay. Did that... Well, I physicsed that bug to pieces. I don't suppose we can print a new one. Nope. Alright. Well, I extremely don't agree that that's how that should have gone. That's very silly. Especially considering that at no point did we move a crate in such a way that it should have made contact with the bug. We were moving them around the bug. But fine. Game's gonna be like that. We do know that there is a bug crate out here on one of these platforms. We're going to have to fight some dads for it. But that's pretty doable. If I can figure out where it was. There it is. Alright, so who's got to go? Probably just you, actually. I'll just spend the ego, that's fine. Yeah, I think I can open the crate without alarming any of those other dads. They're all pretty far away. Alright, come on, space bug. Okay, cool. Yep, great, excellent. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. You know what? This thing is at 0 health. Probably doesn't matter, but just so that we don't have another incident. Okay, we'll just juice you up a little bit. This way connects to... Yeah. This is fine. This is a way we can go. Please stop looking at me with those big innocent eyes. Listen, it's for the best. It's for everyone? Question mark? I actually don't know why we're doing it. Like, you know, in the greater term. I know why Dr. Everyman wants us to do it. I'm not convinced that there's anything particularly wrong with the situation in an overall sense, because we don't really, in an overall sense, have a good, like, we don't know what the implications are of the parasite outbreak and stuff. It's just like, I guess in general, I am disinclined to trust the huge corporation. But I don't think a compelling case has been made here, necessarily. Okay.
So, this is it then. We're ready to enter the consciousness stream. Before we go in, I'd just like to say I don't really have any idea what being inside consciousness is going to be like.
Sure.
It might be a mystical, spiritual experience, but then again, it might just be like reading a pile of old source code. It might end up being only what we believe it's going to be. I don't think it matters, really. Things are the way they are, and our vain opinions and beliefs really don't change a thing. So let's just get on with it then. When you're ready, feed Bug 22 into the consciousness control stream interface with us on board, and let's find out how this all ends.
Yeah, fair enough. It's a little bit presumptuous to just call all of my thoughts and opinions vain, but fine, whatever. Okay.
Ascending.
Consciousness is above space, obviously.
Fading to black. I mean, come on. It'll probably get better in a minute. Probably.
You can just do a thing. You don't have to, like, also constantly comment on the thing that you're doing. Well, I don't have my ego controls. Or any other controls aside from looking. Yep, no buttons. Oh. That's interesting. So clicking that time did do something. Alright, so that's the circuit board that we were... I still have my zoom. For the urgent attention of the executor of the last will and testament of David Egbert Everyman. Okay. A song were written. Alright, so I can click to jump even though I don't have the normal ego control buttons. Subject 22. Status: transplant appeared to succeed initially, but recent readings show a pattern of increasingly worrying ego hyperinflation. Specifically, subject is showing signs of dissociative identity disorder, persecution complex. They sure do love to use that phrase. Fragmented memories, delusions of self-aggrandizement, proposed remedial measures, merge to master, might need to stop debugger first. Take another look at interpolator bug number 0, might be related. Who doesn't want to zero index their bug log, right? That makes sense. Can we jump to that mum?
Please hold for an important announcement from the office of the executor. Please hold for an important announcement from the office of the executor.
What's happening? Is this the end?
I found a bug. Error 2. I found a bug.
Again, parasite.
There is a mum in the hall out there. No idea how long it's going to take for her to come back. Doesn't look like we have anywhere else we can jump to, though. It sure would be neat to be mobile. And also away from this horrible music. I want body. Okay, well, this is way worse. I hate this. Is there anything else in this room that might be of use? Nope. Okay, that's just the credits. Maybe we're not allowed to jump to the mum that's in the outside hallway, but there definitely was one, right? Oh, I hear it. I want to see if there's more than this room to this. There might not be. I mean, obviously, like, this is the ending, but what if there's a secret? What if there's extra stuff in the ending? That's probably just going to say that we're not able to access stuff in this host. All right. Rest of credits. Go. I mean, I'll say this. It's impressive to make a thing of this complexity and scale with essentially just 2 people. That said, I don't think they necessarily gained a ton by making it this scale, because they could have cut out an awful lot of... And there was an awful lot of that where you were just doing the same moments of gameplay over and over again, pretty much. And, you know, if you'd cut a bunch of that, I don't think the game actually loses anything. No, damn it. Oh, the mum is actually coming in here. But yeah, it doesn't seem like I'm allowed to jump to it. We're just jumping around it. Even when I'm looking directly at it. Okay, yeah, so we can't jump to the mum. Okay, well, I guess that's an ending. Technically. The mum is just in here and partying. Yeah, we definitely can't jump to it. Okay, well that's the way they chose to end this game, with that music for some reason. That's going to be it for us for Ctrl Alt Delete. I guess they had some ideas. It's ambitious. I'll give it that. You know, for the most part, like, I don't think it was bad. It's just a little bit... The narrative arc of the game was longer than the mechanical arc of the game by quite a bit. They could probably fix that by just, you know... Listen, the narrative is not necessarily the best part of this thing anyway. You could do a hack job on this, just kind of get it down to 2/3 of the length. It'd be fine. I hope you all enjoyed watching this. I did not have as bad a time with this game as I am making it sound right now. But that is going to be it for this series. So when you come back next time, I guess we're going to have something all new for you. I'm excited about it. I hope you are as well. And we'll see you then.